What is up, guys? We are back with another custom gameplay request from one of my patrons, Pumpkin Knight. Huge shots to Pumpkin Knight. Thank you so much for your support. So he requested here that I play a game called Mojo Presents Freaky Friday, starring Spider-Pool and Deadman. So Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and Deadpool here switched places. So we are playing a pool aspect Spider-Man deck, and we're playing a protection Web-Warrior Deadpool deck here. But we also have some Web Wars in this deck as well. It's going to be like a combo deck here with the Web War shenanigans across both decks. But all the protection Web Wars are in the Deadpool deck here because we have to play protection Deadpool to keep on theme of, Peter Parker wanting to defend for everyone. And then the Spider-Man deck here is, pool aspect, very greedy here, doing some crazy shenanigans here. So we are taking on Mojo here, and we're facing him with on expert mode. So we have a stage 2 set right there. We have standard 1, expert 1 already shuffled into the encounter deck. And then Pumpkin Knight also requested that I don't have cards in either deck that come from the Ironheart hero pack, the Spider-Ham hero pack, Valkyrie, Rogue, Storm, or the Phoenix hero packs there. So as long as we can build these decks without having those 6 packs, then the decks work out. I will put in the description of this video the links to these 2 decks that I built here. It's pretty janky. They are meant to be played with each other. So it's going to be a fun Freaky Friday matchup here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Mojo set up. And we'll shuffle our decks here. I already shuffled up off screen, so just a little bit more shuffling here with the player decks. But so here for Mojo Mania, main scheme stage 1A, it says for setup, choose 1 module plus 1 per player additional module. So we're doing 2 players, so it's going to be the 2 plus 1. So we have 3 modules here from the Mojo Man Scenario Pack. And I chose horror, fantasy, and western. These are my 3 favorite modules anyway, so we have them 3 right there. And then we set them aside, put the wheel genres environment into play, the spinning side face up. So we have the wheel genres right here. Basically, after the encounter deck resets, we put one of these modules into the encounter deck. Otherwise, if there are no other modules, then we lose the game. So basically, against Mojo, it's kind of on a timer. We have to basically defeat him before the encounter deck resets 3 times. Yeah, if it resets 3 times, then we just lose the game. So we have to do that before that happens. And then let's go ahead and advance the main scheme to stage 1B. Coming with 10 per player threat. We're playing 2 players. So that's going to be 20 threat. A whole ton of threat right here. Thank goodness I got the buy same tokens. And then this hits 25 per player, so 50 threat, then we lose the game as well. One review, we choose 1 set aside and encounter set at random, review the show environment, and shuffle its remaining cards into the encounter deck. So we're going to roll a 10-sided die here. If I get a 1 to 3, it will be this one. 4 to 6 will be this one, and then 7 to 9 will be this one. If I get a 10, I'm just going to re-roll. So hopefully we don't get the 10. And we got a 2. I said 2 would be this one right here, the Mojo files. So the horror mod set will be our first one. Each minion will have quick strike, and each ally takes -1 consequent damage while they're attacking a minion. So this would be the environment that we put into play here. And then we set the other ones aside. So let's put fantasy and western aside for now. And then force interrupt with the main scheme. Whenever a character flips or leaves play, move all threat from that character to the main scheme. So Mojo's going to stack on a bunch of threat here against us. And then Mojo, whenever he's reviewed, plays 2 threat on each friendly character. So we both start off here in Alter Ego, and we're going to have 2 threats on both Peter Parker and Wade Wilson right here. And then force response is after you end your turn in hero form, we discard top 4 cards on encounter deck, and it plays 1 threat on hero for each card that does not belong to the Mojo encounter set whenever you discard the cards. That only happens if you end your turn in hero form. So I probably want to like do some Alter Ego shenanigans here so that he doesn't accelerate the encounter deck as quickly. Because if we're in hero form and in turn, he'll discard top 4 cards every single time. So that's actually when your turn ends. So it's going to happen during a player phase when their first player ends their turn. And then we also want to avoid quick strike, right? So I probably won't stay down Alter Ego as much as I can. So we'll see how we're able to pull that off right here with these 2 heroes. All right, we are all set up here, and I think we are good to go. If you guys want to get any of the tokens or the villain stand or the hit point dots that we're using in the video, you guys can use my code WWF5 for 5% off your order off anything by Sam token. Huge shout out to them for sponsoring the channel. I appreciate the support from them and from you guys from using my code to support the channel as well. All right, let's go ahead and do our mulligans. Deadpool's the first player because he has more players side scheme. So we're dropped to 6 here. Hopefully we can get into a player's side scheme. Okay. Oof. Okay, let's see here. Like, mulligan that. Mulligan that. I like Nick. I always like Nick, right? I think we mulligan Mockingbird. We'll hold on to Nightmare. So I'll mulligan discard 3 cards here for Deadpool. Draw 3 more back up to 6. Hoping for a side scheme or a double. Ooh, we got a double. Okay, I'll take that. And then we're going to go Peter Parker here, drawing up to his hands as a 6 here as well. Ooh, we got Aunt May, so I got to play her. Got a double. Ooh, Moon Girl. So because we're not using the Spire hand pack, we don't have access to the Warrior Great Web. So I have to hard play the Web of Life Destiny. So I probably want to just go ahead and do that soon as well. So this is for Moon Girl. And I feel like we can hold on to the rest as well. So I think Peter Parker not mulligan anything here. Could mulligan swing web actually because I'm going to use Scientist. Let me think here. I really want to play this. Let's mulligan the swing web kick. I think is the play. So draw 1 more back on the 6. Drew to Spire Tracer. Okay, let's go ahead and get started here. So Deadpool takes the first turn. Okay, I think Deadpool flips because he's got more thwarting. So we'll go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4 resources right here. So I can play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're pick the one to draw 3 cards. 1, 2. Ooh, we got Miles here. I almost feel like he's going mansion here, guys. I like the chimichanga truck, but we got to build support, which can hopefully help us get it out. Let's move everything aside a little bit because I think we just go mansion. I want to get built out here. So we'll go 4 resources here so I can play the Avengers Mansion. 4 cost support. As an action, we can exhaust it, choose player, draw a card. We're going to have Peter Parker draw a card. He got into Hobie. All right, let's go ahead and flip up to hero form, and all the threat on our character goes to the main scheme now. Okay, well, I forgot to give us some red tokens on the identities. All right, so Deadpool will throw for 2, Nick will throw for 2. We'll take 4 threat off the main, drop from 22 down to 18. So let's fix that up. All right, Nick will take a consequential damage, and that's going to in turn pass over to Spider-Man, who will hopefully pop off for us here. So we're going to play Moon Girl. Use Scientist, generate a mental resource limit once around. This will be 2 more mentals for a total of 3. So I could play Moon Girl. Play only if your identity has a champion or a genius trait. We do have the genius trait here in Alter Ego. After you play Moon Girl from hand, draw 1 card for each mental you use to pay for it. We use all 3, so we're drawing 3 cards here. 1, 2, 3. A lot of stuff I want to play. Okay, let me think here. If I go 1, 2, 3 into Helicarrier, I could go into the Web of Life of Destiny here. I think we just do that. We just want to get built out right now. And then Hornet Aunt May, stay down in Alter Ego, I think. Let Mojo scheme on us. Yeah, we'll do 3 resources right here. So I can play Helicarrier, 3 cost support. As an action, we can exhaust it, choose a player, we choose ourselves, reduce the resource cost of next card that we play by 1. So this will now be 2 costs now for the Web of Life Destiny. We'll go 2 resources here, so I can play the Web of Life Destiny. It's a 3 cost support. We could ignore the card's resource cost if you have the Web-Warrior trait, but we don't have that. As a response to after Web-Warrior allies play from either side of the table, we can choose a player and that player draws a card. And then we'll have Moon Girl, Thor for 2 from the main, drop it down to 16. She'll take 2 constant damage for thwarting. And that's going to end her turn. We're going to hold on to Aunt May. And, oh, I forgot. Force response hero form. When your turn ends, so after Deadpool ended his turn, before Peter Parker began, we need to do this. So we discard top 4 cards in the counter deck, and then place 1 threat on your hero for each non-Mojo card. So we have 2 non-Mojo cards here, so Deadpool should have had 2 threat. Sorry about that error there, guys, but shouldn't have changed anything. So yeah, we need to make sure when we end our turn, even during the player phase, you gotta remember to do that. I'm used to play Mojo on solo, but yeah, multi-hand is gonna be like that. Okay, so we're gonna end our turn here. Let's write it back up. Deadpool has no cards in hand, so draw up to 5 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Spider-Man is gonna hold on to and May draw up to 6. Okay. Mojo's turn. He's gonna add 2 per player that's in main, so it's gonna go from 16 up to 18 threat. Because we're doing 2 players. Okay. Then Mojo is going to attack Deadpool. He gets a face down boost card. Then we just block with Nick Fury here. Here's a boost. 1. So 2 total damage from Mojo. Takes out Nick. We did that. Okay, then he's going to activate against Peter Parker. He's scheming with a base of 3. Here's a boost. Please be low. Nice. 0. So it adds 3 threat to the main. So main scheme going up to 21 now. Okay. A little bit high. Then it's going to deal us encounter cards, so we get one for Deadpool, one for Spider-Man. Oh, I just realized we didn't draw any of our player side schemes yet. Deadpool goes first. Director's directions, choose one. Either Mojo will scheme, spend 2 different resources, or take a damage for each threat on your identity. If you take less than 2, the card gains surge. We're going to choose to take a damage for each threat on our identity, which is 2. So we take 2 damage, drop down to 7. And this card will not surge because we took equal to 2 damage, not less than 2. Okay, cool. And then Peter Parker goes here. We got Bandolier of Stakes, Surge, comes in with 3 stake counters. One of you may spend a resource of any type to attach to your identity. Let's do it. We're gonna spend a resource. Spend a resource here, so we can attach this to your identity now. And then this comes in with 3 stake counters. When your hero makes a base attack, we can remove a counter, and we get +1 for attack, and we have piercing. So we can do that 3 times here. And then this card will surge, though, so we get another encounter card. Eviction notice. You may flip to RTO. We are in it. Choose one way. Pick the one to exhaust Peter Parker to remove this card from the game. All right. And it's back over to our turn. Flip this over here. And then another turn here for us. Okay, so let's see what I want to do now. Do I want to play tic-tac-toe? Let me think. Okay, we're just going to play tic-tac-toe. 0 cost upgrade. Your action, you can spend a resource of any type to move a damage from a character to any space above, matching the spent resource. If there's 3 damage tokens in line, we discard all this and deal our damage to an enemy. So we can like spend a resource to heal damage from our characters, basically. Okay, let me think here. Do I want to flip up? I still have Scientist. Oops. I could stay down again. Let him scheme. What do we got going on over here? Oh, we got Professor X. Peter Parker staying down. If we draw a card with Deadpool, I can use the card draw and Helicarrier. It's not enough for X though. Let's request a player action from Deadpool. He's going to exhaust a mansion, choose himself to draw a card. I was hoping to get a double hair. So if I get Helicarrier, I would like to play Professor X right now. What do we do here? That means I have to use a Helicarrier for Deadpool to do that. Or we don't play X. Ah, man, Mojo's in scheme, though. I don't want him to scheme. Yeah, so we play X here. And on this side, then we play Stick to Itinus and Aunt May. Yeah, so we use 2 resources here. We're going to play Stick to Itinus. 2 cost upgrade. We can spend a physical resource and exhaust this card to ready up your hero. And we're going to use Sign to generate mental resource to play Aunt May. She's 1 cost. As an RT action, we exhaust her to heal 4 damage from Peter Parker. Okay. Next, let's go staying down. Yeah, we're gonna end our turn. We're gonna stay down Alter Ego. So we're gonna do the force response here because we end our turn in Alter Ego, so Mojo does not trigger that against us. So now it's Deadpool's turn. Deadpool is going to do 3 resources here so he can play the Helicarrier. We want to get put out right now. 3 cost support. We can exhaust it to reduce the cost. Make sure that we play by 1. Request a player action from Spider-Man. He can use the action on our turn. Exhaust his Helicarrier. Choose a player. Choose Deadpool. So now the next card that Deadpool plays is reduced by 2 with his Helicarrier and Peter Parker's Helicarrier. So X is 1 cost, 1 resource here, so I can play Professor X. When Professor X enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to confuse the villain. And then X will throw 3, Deadpool will throw 2. We'll take 5 threat off the main. Drop it down at 16 again. It's always at 16. X will take constant damage. And do we want to flip down here? So double scheme. Or he'll discard some cards. I'd stay up. Alright, so we're going to end our turn. Ready back up. And then whenever Deadpool's turn ends, he has to discard top 4 cards because of the force response there. And we got 2 non-Mojo cards, 2 Mojo cards, so 2 more threat on Deadpool. So he goes up to 4 total threat. Okay, ready up, ready up. And yeah, okay, that's it. No cards in either player's hand. Draw back up to 5 here for Deadpool. Some Web Wars going on. And then Peter Parker's going to draw up to 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we got the... that's our first pool triple, so I want to play a quick here with that. Okay, Mojo's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main, going up to 18. He's going to scheme against Peter Parker. He's confused. Nothing happens. He's gonna attack Deadpool. We'll block with X. Hit him with a base of 1. Here's the boost. Boost effect is review the card. Oh man. Move all threat from the character with the most threat. That's Deadpool to the main scheme. If no threat was moved, place 1 threat on each character you control. Okay, so threat was moved, so we don't have to do that. Okay. So just 1 damage on X. He stays alive. And we do encounter cards. So 1 to Peter Parker, 1 to Deadpool. Peter Parker card, Cultist. He has Quick Strike, but Quick Strike does not trigger if you're an alter ego. So after he activates against you, he does not activate. We don't have to search for the Kraken. That's awesome. And then Deadpool got Major Domo attached to Mojo. He gets +1 scheme, +1 attack. After he attacks, his cards on counter equal to the amount of damage dealt by attack. Here, actually spend 1 of each resource type to get rid of it. Probably won't get rid of that. All right, pass it over to Deadpool. Starts off. If X-Men plays and around, he gets discarded. Okay, we got built out pretty well the past few turns. So I can't play Ghost Spider because I don't control Web-Warrior card. I could play Spider UK and go Endurance, and then have Peter pop off here. I think that's the play. Yeah, we'll go 3 resource here so I can play Spider UK. Let's interrupt. Whenever he defends against an attack, we can do damage to attack an enemy equal to the number of Web-Warrior cards we control. And then we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost next by 1, so Endurance is free to play. We'll give this to Deadpool. He gets +3 hit points here, so going from 7 up to 10, and our max life is now 12. Okay, oh no, player side scheme still. That's kind of what I'm waiting for right now. And then let me think here. Do I flip down with Deadpool? What's the threat at? Jeez. It is at 10, 13, 16, 18, 22. Okay, 22 is not terrible. Do I want to stay up? Ah, he's gonna accelerate a lot though. I don't know. Let's mention Peter Parker. We're gonna draw a card right now. Got a double physical. Okay. I kind of want to stay up with both players. I mean, I really want to flip down Deadpool, I want to say, but I don't want to add too much threat on though. Like Mojo scheming. Yeah, let's stay up with both players here. Okay, so we'll go. Spider UK can swing for 2 on the Cultist, and then our allies and me take -1 constant damage when attacking minions, so only 1 damage here for Spider UK. Okay, and then I think Deadpool just finishes it off. No, Kidpool swings for harder, so we'll do Deadpool with Thor for 2 from the main. Let's do it like that. All right, Deadpool ends his turn. We got to trigger that forced response. So discard top 4 cards. 1, 2, dang, he's accelerating so quickly, guys. 2 non-Mojo cards, so 2 threat going on Deadpool. I gotta start doing some damage here. All right. All right. Deadpool turns over. It's Peter's turn now. Okay. Okay. We're at full life. So this right here says double the number of resources if you have sustained less than 5 damage, and triple if you sustain no damage. We're at full life, so it's a triple resource. Oh wait, I can't play a Queen Carry yet because I'm in a hero. I need to play an alter ego. Okay. I think I see damage dealt by attack. I have to get rid of that. Can I use scientist or anything? I don't think I can here, huh? So I play Queen Carrier. And then I use it to be energy, mental, physical. We get rid of it. We play Kid Pool, and we hold on to backflip. I could play Kid Pool here. Okay, we're gonna use Sign to generate a mental resource. This would be a double. So I can play Kid Pool. His attacks are piercing, but he has a celebration icon. All right, now we're gonna flip up to hero form here. So all of our threat goes on a main scheme. And then we're going to do, this is a triple resource because we're at full life. So I can play Quinn Carrier, play only if you have the Venture, which you have in hero form. We can exhaust the Quinn Carrier to generate a wild resource. All right. Then we're going to use a hero action there, spend 1 of each resource, would exhaust the wild from Quinn Carrier, declare it be energy. This be a mental and a physical for a total of all 3 needed to discard this. We'll get rid of the Major Domo there. Then we're going to, I guess we're going to backflip there. And then we'll go, yeah, we're not really doing much. We're going to swing for 2, take out the Cultist. And then Kidpool will, man, what's the threat at? Kidpool will swing for 2 on Mojo. Brings him down to 34. And then no constant damage for Kidpool because he doesn't take constant damage. Do I want to Moon Girl? No, that's fine. That's gonna end her turn. So right up here, we didn't get to use some of her stuff. That's okay. We're going to do the force response. Card top 4 cards. We have 2 non-Mojo cards, so adding 2 threat to Peter Parker here. All right. Oh man, he's almost decked out already. It's not great. Okay, we're gonna ready back everybody. Hold on to backflip for Spider-Man. Draws got the 5, and then Deadpool is gonna draw 5 as well. Ooh, we got Madman Cup Upper. Okay, we need to start to get moving right now. Here's our first player's side scheme. I don't want to get. I do want to. Oh, I need to get my katanas out from Deadpool. We haven't seen the katanas yet either. Okay. Mojo's turn is gonna add 2 to the main. I should clean this up. Okay. What's it at? It's at 10, 13, 16, 20, 22. So it goes up to 24. So we've got to make it at 24 here. So we're still around like halfway from losing. 24 threat after adding 2 more. Okay. Then he is going to attack Deadpool. We just take it to the face, don't we? Yeah, we take it to the face. Okay, hit him with a base of 1. Here's a boost. 2, 3 damage. Brings Deadpool down to 7. Mojo attacks Spider-Man with Sugar Spar Sense. When villain initiates attack against you, draw a card. Ooh, we got Nick. And then we are going to take the attack. So backflip. Here's a boost. 1 plus 0. We're not going to backflip it. We just take damage. Our ton 9. Right? And then we can deal encounter cards here. So 1 for Deadpool, 1 for Spider-Man. Deadpool got caught off guard. It's kind of upward support control. We'll toss Endurance. So we lose a 3 life, drop all the way down to 4 now. And then Spider-Man's going to reveal the Kraken. He has Quick Strike, so he's going to attack us here. Force response after Kraken activates, each other character takes damage. He's going to hit us for 2 with the Quick Strike. When he's defeated, each friendly character heals the damage. So he's going to attack. We'll block with Moon Girl because she's going to die to his ability anyways. So, actually, don't want to. Yeah, no. Okay, we're going to have Moon Girl defend. 2 damage, takes her out. And then he just activated with the Quick Strike. So each friendly character takes a damage. So Spider-Man takes 1. Deadpool takes 1. Sorry, UK takes 1. Deadpool takes 1. All right. Oh, and Mojo takes 1 as well because he's another character. Like all characters, even the villain's characters. All right. That ends the round. Pass over to Spider-Man. Okay. Let's see here. This gives us +1 for attack and piercing. I don't know what I need to do it though. Let's do do you want to cut upper? Maybe I don't even nick here because I cut upper. Oh, I forgot to add acceleration. Sorry, guys. We should add 1 more to main scheme because I forgot about Kibbles acceleration during the encounter phase. So that should be at 25. Okay, let's see here. Do I just play Nick anyways? Who is staying up? I think Peter flips down. Actually, Deadpool kind of needs to flip down. But I haven't gotten build support yet. I mean, Deadpool could just die. It's fine. It's not the bad work. Okay, let's do, we're gonna do, ooh, I don't know, I like that. Let's do double helicarrier. So Nick Fury is 2 costs. This is the double resource. I can play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick enters play, choose 1. We pick the 1 to. Don't want to do damage. Let's pick the 1 and draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Don't think I play Headpool here. Okay. Spider-Man is going to swing for 2 on the Kraken. We're going to use 6 to Infinite. Exhaust, spend a physical resource. We'll spend a physical here with the Queen Carrier so we can ready back up. We'll swing it for another 2, so 4 damage now. This dude. He has 6 per player life, so 12 life there. Kidpool will swing for 2, so 2 more damage there. No constant damage for Kidpool. And then, let me think here. If I play Madam Web, I can scry 2 cards. Do I want to play Evaluate Threat here? Yeah, we just play it. We'll do a resource here, so I can play Evaluate Threat. Player sizing comes in with 2 per player threat. We clear it off. We can search your deck. Each player may search your deck and discard pop for an Avenger or Shield card, add to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Okay, is that 6 damage? We gotta do 6 more. So Nick can swing for 2. He can swing for 2. Oh wait, they just do 6. Yeah, so they'll be able to kill it. Okay. So I hold on to this, prevent the threat. And then I think I want to cut upper Mojo here. Yeah, so we'll do 3 resources here. So I can play cut upper. Here I should attack, do 5 damage to enemy. He doesn't have tough or guard, I mean. So we're gonna hit Mojo for 5. I'll bring him from 33 down to 20. We gotta celebrate Mojo. To also stun him. Because of the cut upper, we get to stun the enemy. This card's awesome. So Mojo's stunned here. Okay. And then Nick is going to, what else we have in our hand? Oh, we have this card's fire. How much does this do? How much damage have we sustained? Our max life was 9, so this would do 6 damage. Oh, we could just do that. Okay. So we can have Nick Fury Thor for 2 from the main scheme. Drop it down. He'll take a consequence of damage. We're gonna flip down to Arch Eagle. Exhaust and may heal us for 4. Brings back up to full life for 10. And then we're gonna end our turn. So we're in Arch Eagle, we don't have to do that thing right there because the force response. So it's Deadpool's turn. He's gonna use, or he's gonna mansion draw a card first. Okay, we're gonna use 3 resources here, so I can play this card as fire. Here I should attack, do X damage to enemy. X equals the number of damage you sustained. We're at 3 life, max is 9, so we sustain 6 damage. So 6 damage on Kraken. 6 plus 6 is 12, which is life, so that will kill him. So he's gone. Whenever he's defeated, he will damage for each friendly character. So he would damage there, he would damage there, he would damage there. And we would Deadpool 1 damage as well. Spider-Man's already at full life, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I did that. Next, we're gonna play practice plan. 0 cost upgrade, max 1 per player. After you use card you control, we can discard practice plan, return that card to your hand from your discard pile. And where are katanas? We need to accelerate, guys. Yeah, we don't have the katanas. This is at 23. That's okay. So we'll door for 2 from the evaluate threat. Drop it down to 2 threat. And then we drop it down 2 threat. And then, this is not good to have, but that's okay. Spire UK is going to door for 1. Let's take it off the evaluate threat. That's fine. He'll take a constant damage, and that will end our turn. Let's right back up. Oh, Deadpool's ending his turn in hero form, so we gotta do. Oh man, it's gonna deck out. Okay, yeah, so Deadpool ends his turn. And we'll rise back up. Draw back up to our hand size here. Our first katana, and then Spider-Man drawn back up to 6. Okay, so here's the issue now. Oh man, doesn't really matter. Okay, so Deadpool ends his turn in hero form with this card top 4 cards. Only 1 card, so we just discard 1. It's not a Mojo card, so we can tell only 1 threat on Deadpool. So it goes up to 3 threat on him. Okay, Mojo decks out, so it gets a permanent celebration token to the main scheme. Oh man, that was kind of quick, guys. Okay, so we reshuffle here. When a counter deck resets, if there are no set size modules remain, we lose. There are still 2 more. So otherwise, we flip this card over. At the start of step 3 in the villain phase, we randomly choose a set aside module and review a show environment. So we don't do that until step 3 of the villain phase. So right now, the wheel drawing was stopped, and we'll do that later during step 3 of the villain phase. So just remember to do that. All right, so we'll shuffle up here. All right, and then we have to do some damage, guys. All right, so turn ends. Mojo's turn. He's gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4 to the main now because of the double celebration. It's not great. He's gonna scheme against Spider-Man. So we're gonna let him. He schemed with a base of 3. Here's the boost 2. So he schemes for 5. Okay, so we're gonna play Not My Responsibility. When any amount that we place on a scheme, you or an ally takes as damage instead. Do I want to put on Nick or Kidpool? I could put on Spider-Man as well because anime can heal us back up. I have these triples here. I almost want to get rid of Kidpool because man, that acceleration is hurting me right now. Is that a weird play? Is that a weird play to do, guys? Is there another way for me to kill Kidpool? If I just max on my LM, I can kill Kidpool. Okay, let's put on Nick Fury. We'll put 5 damage to Nick Fury. So that would defeat him. Because the thing is, if he attacks again, we can block Wicked Pool then. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, so did that. Next, Mojo is going to attack Deadpool. He's stunned, nothing happens. Then we do in so now we're at step 3 of the villain phase. We're doing counter cards. Randomly choose a set aside module. So where are modules? We have Fantasy and Wow Wow Mojo. We roll a die. This would be odd. This would be even. We got 5. That's odd. So it's gonna be Wow Wow Mojo. So okay, we start step 3 of villain phase. We choose one randomly. Reveal the show environment. So we reveal this. It discards this one. So each enemy attack now gains overkill, and it sets to shuffle all the other cards in the module. Okay. So each enemy attack gains overkill. Force interrupt when a character takes damage, increase the damage by 1. This includes consequential damage. Yeah. Each enemy attack gains overkill. When a character takes damage, increase it by 1. Okay, yeah. So we take consequential damage, we gotta increase it by 1. So we shuffle up the module here, place it on top of the encounter deck. Do the first player 2 face down encounter cards. It's Peter Parker, and then flip this card. So now the wheel is spinning again. Okay, now we go on to step 3 of the villain phase. We do encounter cards. Peter gets another one, and Deadpool gets his first one. All right, now we got to reveal all the cards. Peter's got 3. We got Gunslinger Quick Strike, where Knock Ego doesn't trigger. Whenever he engages you before resolving Quick Strike, you may spend 2 energies. If you do damage to your equal to hero's attack, no, we're not going to do that. We got Dead or Alive, attached to a minion with the highest hit points. That's going to be him. He gets plus 3 more hit points. Whenever the minion is defeated, we can add 1 card from discard pile to your hand. Well, that's kind of nice. Card Shark. Force interrupt. Whenever Card Shark attacks you, discard top 3 cards of your deck to internet damage equals the number of resource types. So we gotta kill all of them. Deadpool goes. We got game cards. Draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard. Choose and discard 5 cards from your hand. For each different printed resource type, discard, upgrade, or support your control. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta do katanas. Or can I do Mentos? Oh man. If I discard, even when I do physicals, I discard 2. So we discard this. I discard the helicarrier. Oh man, I had to lose a helicarrier and practice plan. Discard a upgrade or support control. Dang it. Yeah, we have to do it. Unfortunately, at least I can play katanas out, but oh, I can get helicarrier back with value threat, so I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so we'll discard 5 cards here, right here. Mentos and energies only. So we have discard and upgrade support for each one. So we'll discard 2. So we'll discard helicarrier and the practice plan. 2 supports there. That is, doesn't feel great. All right. Pass is over. Deadpool starts us off. Okay, so here, if I open my katanas, I can play both actually, and I want to play helicarrier too. So it takes damage, increase it by 1. I gotta remember that for consequential damage. That's when I forget that the most. So if he attacks, he'll take 3 damage basically for Spire UK. Hmm. So if he thwarts, he takes 2 damage. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have Spire UK thwart for 1 for value threat, clear it off. He'll take 1 constant damage. When character takes any amount of damage, increases by 1, so he actually takes 2 damage. So he's staying alive, 1 life left. Okay, this is defeated. So this defeated, each player can search your deck and discard out for an Avenger or Shield card. Add to hand, reduce the cost to play each of your cards by 2 until end of phase. So that gets removed from the game. Deadpool gets a Shield card here. It's now 1 cost for Helicarrier. And Spider-Man's going to get, oh, we have Mission Hand. We'll get Nick Fury from discard pile. And he's now 2 costs here. He's a Shield card. Okay. Alright. So we did that. Let's just do it. Whenever attachment is defeated, each player adds 1 card from discard pile to their hand. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. This is what we're going to do. So we're going to do Helicarrier is only 1 cost. So this is, we can use it, request a Helicarrier from Spider-Man to make this now free to play. So we play it back down for Deadpool. Thank goodness. All right. Next we exhaust. Oh, I can't use a Helicarrier for this. I just realized. Sorry guys, because this requires a physical resource to play. We're not going to use a Helicarrier. We'll just use this as a 1 resource to play the Helicarrier. So it's already reduced by 2 because of value threat. This is 1 resource there. Okay, so we play the Helicarrier. Then use double resource here. Play Deadpool's Katana. And this says generates additional water resource for each acceleration token on the main scheme. There's one, so it's going to be 2 resources to play the other katana. We got both of them out here. When exhausted and take a damage, to do 2 damage to an enemy, and the attack will have piercing. Where do we do that? Some room here. Just moving aside a little bit. Okay, the thing is, if I take a damage, it will be 2 because of that. So we wait for Spider-Man, I think. Let's add a card to your hand. Oh, we get a card to our hand. Okay. Let's exhaust a mansion, draw a card. We drew into Scarlet Spider. So we have in our hand. Could get a card in my discard pile to my hand. But I'll have to. No, I can swing for 3. Okay, so that's fine. We don't have to double katanas here. So I could just get the endurance. I do want to get Chimichanga Truck, but then we just go endurance here. Okay, so we're gonna use our katana. Exhausted, take a damage. We have to take 2 now. So we, because of the Mojo, deals 2 damage and it will do 3. So it'll do 3 damage to Gunslinger. Gunslinger's got 3 life left because of the Dead or Alive. Alright. Then, let's hold this in our hand. Then we're going to just exhaust and swing for 2 plus 1, 3 damage, kills Gunslinger. So he's defeated. When he's defeated, because of the Dead or Alive, when attachment is defeated, each player adds 1 card from discard pile to their hand. Deadpool's going to get endurance. Adds to our hand. And then Spider-Man's going to get Moon Girl. Add to our hand. Okay. So we use a resource here, play the endurance, you get plus 3 hit points. So go back up to 5 life here. And then, do I want to flip? Well, let's use our other katana. Take 2 damage. It'll do 3, because everything's increased by 1. It's a card shark. Okay. What's this at? 24, 26, 27. I could keep staying up here with Deadpool. Deadpool hasn't flipped down once. Peter's been going back and forth, but Deadpool's just staying up here. Are we decking out with Peter? We are going to deck out really soon with Moon Girl and Nick in hand. Let me see. Is there any world I stay down with Peter Parker? There is a world that I just do that. No, I want to just attack. We need to move on Mojo right now. So we're going to discard 4 cards if we flip up both here. Yeah, we need to do that. Okay. Oh, Moon Girl can knock herself out because she'll take 2 constant damage, increased by 1, so she'll just die. That's good. Now we're back into shuffle. Okay. So Deadpool, I think he ends his turn here. So we're going to discard top 4 cards. Yeah, top 4 cards. And there are 3 non-Mojo cards, so we add 3 threat Deadpool. Dang, he's gone to 6th right now. So whenever he flips, oh, there goes on the main. Okay. So Deadpool's turn's over. It's Peter Parker's turn now. Okay. We're gonna use, we're at full life. So this is a triple resource here to play Moon Girl. Play only if the champion genius trait. With the genius trait, we draw 3 cards because there's 3 mental resources. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ooh, Spire Tracer is super good right now. Let's use Sign to generate mental resource to play Spire Tracer and attach it to the card shark here. Okay. Moon Girl is going to exhaust and Thor for 2 from the main. She will take 2 constant damage, but increase it by 1, so 3 damage. Kills her in 1 shot. She's gone here. Alright. Nick Fury is only 2 resources right now because of the effect from that. But I think I want to get rid of my hand first. So let's see. We're going to play the Mansion first. We're going to use Deadpool's Helicarrier to make the Mansion 3 costs. It's a triple resource because we're full life to play the Avengers Mansion. So now we're fully bet out with both players. Alright, that's good. Okay. Next, let me think here. We are going to use 1 resource here so I can play the web shooters. 1 cost upgrade comes in with 3 web counters. Here, resource exhaust and remove web counter to generate a wild resource. So let's do that. Okay, Nick Fury is 2 costs, so we just do 2 resources here and play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick Fury, oh wait, I like the Spire Tracer. Do I kill him first? The thing is, I want to stay down. So do 3. I want to stay down in case Nick draws and Moon Girl. But I want Spider back into my shuffle. That's fine. All right, so Nick Fury is 2 costs because we evaluate threat. We grabbed him with that. So 2 resources here so I can play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick enters play, choose one, repeat the one, and draw 3. So we draw 1. We deck out, get Del face down, counter card. We got X. That's pretty good. And we draw 2 more cards for Nick Fury here. Oh no. Crappers. Sorry guys. Alright. I think that's enough shuffling. Okay, so we draw 2 more cards here. Oh man, I want to play everything. I want to tic-tac-toe this turn, but we don't. Okay, let's see here. I don't need to play X this turn. I think we play Hobie. Yeah, so we'll use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Hobie Brown down to 2. This would be 2 physical, so I can play him. Play only if you control Web-Warrior card. We now have the Web-Warrior Destiny, so we can play him. Okay, Peter's going to flip up the hero form, so all of our threat goes on the main scheme here. Okay. Next. He has 4 life. We don't have any way to do 3 damage. Hobie can swing for 1. It'll do 2. So 5 total damage on a card shark. Hobie takes a consequent damage, but it does 2 because of that. So he'll take 2 consequential damage. Alright, then Kidpool is going to swing for 2. It'll do 3. Defeat the card shark. He's defeated. Nothing happens there, but Sparsh. So a trigger, we can remove 3 threat from a scheme. We'll take it off the main. Drop it down to 24 now. That's pretty good. We're going to mansion, draw a card. Never use a mansion. Dang. Black Cat. We're going to have Nick Fury Thor for 2 from the main. Drop it down. He'll take 2 consequential damage. Spider-Man's going to swing for 3 on Mojo because it does an extra 1. So it brings it down to 25. We're going to stick to Itziness and Couldn't Care to go to Water Be Physical to ready back up. Swing for another 3. Brings it down to 22. We're getting a move on right now. It's pretty good. And then we are going to use Tic-Tac-Toe now. So it's a resource sink right here, energy, to move a damage from Deadpool over to energy line. So we heal Deadpool 1, and then we put a damage on an energy line on Tic-Tac-Toe. All right, that will end our turn. So end our turn, we discard top 4 cards with Mojo's ability because we're in hero form. And we have only 1 non-Mojo card. It's not bad. It's only 1 third going to Peter Parker here. All right, that will end everything. Let's ready back up. Worry about that doing extra damage, but we'll see what happens here. We can start to get some Weapon Life Destiny procs found in the second deck pass. Oh, Deadpool's gonna deck out too. Okay, so Peter's drawn back up to 5. Okay, and then Deadpool draws back up to 5 as well. He decks out. That kind of card. Shuffle this card pile back into the deck. So I was originally planning on having Deadpool pop up with a symbiote suit and just do like crazy burst damage with Ghost Spire. That's why Ghost Spire is in the Deadpool deck. But I may have to go a little bit quicker here and just gun Mojo down. How long we can last right now? Because if he decks this one out and he decks out one more time, that's game over. And if we like get a master plan, have we seen the master plan here? The master plan could kill everything. Oh, we see master plan in this second deck pass already, so that's not bad. So, but the final deck pass, we get a master plan that could wreck us. So we'll draw back up to 5 with Deadpool. All right, Mojo's turn. He's gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4 to the main. 26 out of 50. He is going to attack Deadpool. We will block with Nick. So Nick defends attack. Hit him with base of 1. Here's a boost. Place 1 threat on each character you control. Oh, come on. So that's going to be for Spider-Man. And 1 on Kidpool. Okay. So just 1 damage. Nick will take 2. Oh, attack is overkill. I forgot. Okay, so he takes 1. 1 overkill is a Spider-Man, but increase it by 1 with this, so we take 2. Oh, man. That's not good. That's not good at all, guys. Okay. All right. Yeah, each enemy attack is over. I gotta remember that. Okay. So we did that. Then Mojo's gonna attack Spider-Man. We'll draw a card here with Spider Sense. Then we just block with Hobie. Might as well just. I think we just defend. We're gonna defend for 3. So he's hitting with a base of 1. Here's a boost 0, so we take no damage because we defended, so we didn't take any damage. Then we're doing counter cards here. So 1 for Deadpool, 1 for Spider-Man. Oh, I gotta get rid of this one because Overkill is tough. Deadpool goes first. Curtain call. Review move all threat from the character with the most threat to the main scheme. Deadpool 6. If no threat was moved, then we do that, but threat was moved. Okay. Vampire, he does not have quick strike. Attacks with piercing do double damage to him. Oh, that's fine. So Peter can kill him 1 shot. Okay, and he's not attacking, so he doesn't do the force response. Peter's got 2 cards. Mark with the mouth. Oh no. Give to the Wade Wilson player. So we give us the Wade here. And then force response after player phase ends. If you don't talk, the Deadpool player can't talk. We can discard the card. Exhaust each ally you control. Allies you control cannot ready. Other players cannot resolve player card abilities during your turn. So during Deadpool's turn, Spider-Man can't do anything. All right, Spider-Man got Cotus. No quick strike or anything. Yeah, okay. So that's gonna end that. We start off Peter's turn. So during the player phase, Deadpool player cannot talk, but I'll be the Spider-Man player first, and when we pass our turn, Deadpool can't talk. Okay, so let's be Spider-Man first, and let's talk while we can. Okay, I wish I could have canceled that. Okay, let's do Sick to Itness, and we'll do Quick Carrier as a physical to ready up Spider-Man. We're gonna swing for 2 on Vampire and use a Bandolier Stakes, remove a counter, so our attacks have piercing, and we get +1. So now we're swinging for 3. It does 4 because of this, and attacks with piercing do double damage, so it's 8 damage, just blows him up. So he's gone. So Deadpool still got that in the play area. So now we gotta kill this guy. Let me think. Let's see. Other players cannot resolve player card abilities during your turn, but Deadpool can resolve his abilities in other players' turns. So we're gonna request a player action from Deadpool. Deadpool can exhaust his katana. He'll take 2 damage. Drop down a 2 to do 3 damage because additional damage to either Cultist or Mojo. We'll just do 3 on Cultist, I think. No, let's do 3 on Mojo. Raise it down to 19. Okay. Then we're gonna tic-tac-toe. We'll spend a mental resource right here to heal a damage from Deadpool. Goes up 3 life, and we'll put a damage on a mental line. Then we'll request another action on our turn from Deadpool. He's gonna exhaust other katana. He'll take a damage. It'll be 2. So 2 damage. Deadpool brings down to 1. And then he'll do another 3 damage. Why am I spending all my mentals? That's not a good idea. He'll do 3 damage on Cultist. Okay. Then we're gonna have Deadpool mention Spider-Man. Spider-Man will mention himself. Dang, I need mental resources. Alright, it's fine. We're gonna request out of turn for Deadpool to play this card as fire. So Deadpool is going to, he can still do, he's not talking. Spider-Man is gonna narrate for Deadpool. He's gonna use 3 resources here to play this card as fire out of turn. Deal X damage to enemy. X equals to the amount of damage you sustain. Deadpool has 3 plus 9, 12 life. So he's at 1. He sustained 11 damage. So he's going to do 11 damage to Mojo. Brings it down to 8. Oh, and it does 12. So it brings him down to 7 because of additional damage with the Wawa Mojo. That resolves that. Okay. Deadpool can't play this out there because it's not action. He can play this card's fire, but he can't play these guys out of turn because they're both upgrades. Okay, let's think here. I really want to play Moon Girl. So we're gonna have Hobie, Thor for no, he'll swing for 1 on Cultist and knock him out. I'll do 2 damage to defeat him. Then Hobie will take 2 constant damage because increase it by 1. He's knocked out. The threat here goes on the main when that happens. And whenever Hobie is defeated, interrupt, discard top 3 cards in the counter deck, and then do damage to the villain equals the amount of boost icon this card. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Increase it by 1, so 7 damage on Mojo. Oh, that flips him. Okay, so that brings him down to 0 here. Mojo flips over to his third and final stage. And Hobie is defeated there, so the threat does not get added on him because he's leaving play, so he's gone. Uh, Whenever he's reviewed, place 3 threat on each friendly character. So 3 here, Spider-Man goes up to 5. Great. And then 3 on do amount of 3 threaders. Okay, let me take this out and put 10 on. So we'll take off 10 off the main and put another 10. I need to clean up the main scheme. So 3 on every character. Now when your turn ends, discard top 5 cards on the counter. You can place 1 threat on hero for each card discard does not belong to Mojo. So now I got to discard 5 cards. Okay. So we did, yeah, so now he's at 25 per player life, 50 life. Oh, that's a lot of life. What's the threat at? 33. Okay, 33 is a lot. All right. Oops. Okay, let me think here. So, oh, and then when Hobie leaves play, we can draw a card with the Web of Life Destiny. We'll choose Peter to draw a card. Nice, we got the genius there. Okay, so now I can flip down for some Moon Girl shenanigans. Problem is, I don't want to draw swing web because I want to play them. So let me think here. Kidpool is gonna swing for 2. He'll do 3. That remote down to 47. We flip down, we add 5 threat. It goes up to 38. Ah, that's a lot of threat. But X can thwart, he can do some things too. Yeah, it's fine. So we just go and do it. We're gonna flip down to Alter Ego. We add the 5 threat on our character to the main. We're gonna anime, heal us back up to full life. We're gonna use Scientist, generate mental resources. This will be 2 more for a total of 3. Play Moon Girl. We're gonna draw 3 cards for 3 mentals. 1, 2, 3. I should tic-tac-toe more. Could have hewed up Deadpool and stuff. It's fine. Oh man, yeah, I should have tic-tac-toe before I flip down because this is only hero action, so I can't use it in Alter Ego right now. Oh man, and then Deadpool can use his actions out of turn though. Next turn, that's fine. All right, we're at full life, so these are our triple resource right now. So Moon Girl is gonna Thor for 2 from the main. She'll take 2 constant damage and get knocked out with a Wawa Mojo, so she's just gone because she'll take 3 damage. This would be a triple resource. Play Professor X. When you enter play, choose one, pick the one to confuse the villain. Do I have all the triples in my hand? Dang. Okay, I use another triple here. Play Mockingbird. We should just play choose one, pick the one to stun the villain. They're both just chilling here. We'll use, yeah, I really should resource sync that. We'll use a resource here, play our web shooter, get both of them down. Yes. I think I might have messed up this turn because I didn't tic-tac-toe, and we have so much more common tic-tac-toe right now. So that might be a big mistake. That hopefully doesn't bite me in the end. All right, we'll thwart. X will thwart for 3 from the main. Drops, remove there, and put the 3 threat back on. And X will take 2 console damage. That's a Wawa Mojo. And then let's see, this is at 33 threat. Oh, that's a decent amount of threat. We still have 3 swing web kicks in Peter's deck. I want to draw all of them. Deadpool's not really doing much right now. It's getting kind of high, but we can block for Deadpool. We can even backflip. No, I think I just discard. Do I have a black deck in my discard pile? I don't, so I think I just get rid of my whole hand here, which I should play like Web Tip or something. I should play something else or like tic-tac-toe, but that's fine. I think we just end our turn with this. Mockingbird's going to Thor for 1 from the main. She'll take 2 consequential damage. Okay, end our turn. We don't have to do this because we're in hero form. Deadpool is going to do his turn, so now Deadpool cannot talk. Okay, so Deadpool ends his turn. The player phase ends now. Okay, so Deadpool didn't do too much. He just attached energy shield to himself. So now whenever he would take amount of damage, we can spend X energy to prevent X of that damage. Okay, so now since the player phase ends and Deadpool did not talk, we discard this card, but we end the turn before allies ready. So, or allies ready before the turn, the player phase ends. I mean, so actually, Spider, you could just not get the right. So he stays exhausted there, and this gets discarded. All right. And then Deadpool's gonna discard the red for fight here. We don't need that. And we're gonna draw back up to 5. And Spider-Man's gonna discard his whole hand because he needs swing web kicks here. We're gonna try to go for kill next turn. Drop up to 6. Ooh, we got 2. Yeah, we want to do as much damage while we have the additional damage from that. And Spider-Man's eyes will block for Deadpool because we can heal Aunt May here. Alright. Alright, it is Mojo's turn. He's gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4 because of that. So the man goes up here. 34. He's going to attack or scheme against Peter, confuse, attack Deadpool, stun. Nothing happens. Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. I forgot. When Deadpool ends his turn, we need to do the force response. Discard the top 5 cards and add threat to Deadpool for each non-Mojo card. So there's 2 non-Mojo cards. We would have added 2 threat to Deadpool. Yeah, so he should have 5 threat. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, now we do encounter cards. They won't change anything. So 1 for Peter, 1 for Deadpool. Peter goes first. The Kraken doesn't do anything. Yeah, he doesn't activate here. And then Deadpool got a curtain call. Move all different character with the most threat. Oh, it's Deadpool to the main scheme. Since there was a move, we don't have to place a character on each character. So now that's at 39 out of 50. We're 11 away from losing. Okay, pass over Deadpool's gonna start us off here. I wish I had this card as fire. Ooh, energy shields could be super good right now. All right, let's go ahead and. Do I want to draw? No, I'd rather draw for Peter right now, I think. So we're going to use a double resource here. Play energy barrier. So it comes with 3 reflection counters. Whenever you would take any amount of damage, remove a counter to prevent 1 damage and deal damage to enemy. Okay, we're going to go for the kill here. 4 to 5 emotion. I don't know if I have it, but we're going to try. Okay, all right, so too bad he's exhausted. Deadpool is going to. We have some energies here too. We're going to exhaust. We're going to do 2. It does 3 to Mojo. Brings it down to 44. Okay, and then we don't really do anything else with the katanas or anything. Do I place it to Ifness? I mean, the 8 and over? We could do it. Yeah, let's use a resource here to play 8 and over. Attach to the main scheme. This will increase the target of the main scheme by 2 for each of the original on it. So now instead of us losing at 50, we lose at 52. Deadpool is going to Mansion Spider-Man. Okay. And then I think he ends his turn here. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. At the end of round of excellent play, he gets his card, so we should have got rid of him. Okay, I feel like I might be short, but we're going to try to go for it here. Okay, so he did that. Okay, so Spider-Man's turn here. Yeah, Deadpool is done already. But we can heal him and he can do actions out of turn. He can katana out of turn. Okay, we have this. Okay, so Spider-Man's going to manage himself, draw a card. Nice, we can triple swing with it. We need to be able to do that. All right, we're going to use Scientist. Oh, Scientist doesn't do anything for me, though. Yeah, we're not going to Scientist then. Do we need Aunt May? Q4, wherefore life doesn't matter. We won't really take any damage. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip up here to hero form. Okay, we're gonna use both web shooters. Remove count for each one, so both drop down to 2. Kraken does not have guard, so we ignore him. So it generates 2 wild resources. And then this will be a 3rd resource here. So I can play our first swing web kick on Mojo. It's gonna do 8 damage, plus 1 there, 9 damage. Brings it from 44 down to 35. Then we're gonna use a double here to play Spider-Man Auto Octavius. Play only if you control Web-Warrior card. We have Web-Warrior, the Web Live Destiny. After you play it from your hand, we can ready upgrade we control. Let's ready up the Web Shooters here. If it has a tech trait, the Web Shooters are a tech card. We can also draw a card with his ability. So we draw a card. Auto is going to exhaust swing for 2 on Mojo. It will do 1 more, so 3 damage, brings it down to 32. It would take 2 constant damage. It's actually 3 with that. If it gets knocked out, we'll draw a card, the Web of Life and Destiny. Okay. Next, we're going to use our Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next target play by 1. Exhaust is Web Shooter. A resource, this would be a 2nd resource for the now 2 cost swing web kick. Your action attack, do 8 damage to enemy. It's going to do 9. Brings Mojo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, guys, my math. I couldn't do math there, so just a minute. I got that. Then we're gonna do. Oh, I'm out of resource sinks if I do that, huh? We can request the helicarrier out of turn from Deadpool to make this swing web kick only 2 costs. So 2 resources here to play a third and final swing web kick. So it's gonna do another 9 damage. Brings him from 23 down to 15. It'll do additional damage because of that. Okay. Then Spider-Man is going to swing for 2. You can use the Bandolier Stakes, remove a counter here. Remove a counter to get +1 and piercing. So now we're swinging for 3. And it's going to do 4 with the Wawa Mojo. That brings Mojo down to 11. Then we can stick to Itness, use the Queen card, the card of water to be physical. So we can ready back up. We'll swing again for another 3 by removing the last counter for Bandolier Stakes. So this is now gone. So it does 3, but it does +1 with the Wawa Mojo. So that's going to do 4. Brings Mojo down to 7 life. Kidpool is going to exhaust, swing for 2. It will do an additional 1, so it's going to do 3 damage. Brings it down to 4 life. He stays alive, taking no damage. Mockingbird swings for 1. It will do 2. Brings it down to 2 life. Mockingbird's going to take on some damage, get knocked out. Oh, we have it here. We have some overkill too. Nice. Okay. So now Deadpool can do this. Let's see. First, we're going to use our tic-tac-toe. We'll spend a physical resource right here to move a damage from Deadpool over to a physical line. And then when there's 3 in a line, we discard this card and do all damage to enemy. So 3 more damage to our Mojo. Discard the tic-tac-toe. It will do 4 with Wawa Mojo. And Hovering Mojo all the way down 0. All right, guys. We got enough damage there. Deadpool didn't really do much. He's set up for Spider-Man. And then with Deadpool having 2 life here, we could have used Exhausted Katana, take 1 damage. Oh, I think the requirement. Because what I wanted to do was use a Katana. We take a damage. And then we can use Energy Bear to prevent the damage. And we can use Energy Shoot to prevent the other damage as well. But I think when we do that, we are actually forced to take the damage because it's before it costs air to do 2 damage. So we use this though. It'll do us 2 damage because of that. Brings down 0. We trigger the Regenerate Degenerate. When you would get defeated, save hit point down to 1. Add a permanent celebration to the main scheme, and then flip over to Alter Ego. But because we initiated this attack before then, and we can't do this out of turn during Spider-Man's turn, we're able to get 3 damage off the 2 plus 1 there. So 3 more damage on Mojo for some extra overkill there. Yeah, we just barely had it there, guys. But that was it. All right, that was a game here. Deadpool, a little bit. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, what we want to do was Energy Barrier, when it prevents damage, it deals damage to enemy. So it would have dealt 2 damage for each Energy Barrier proc. But I think we had to take damage because of the Katana there. So, but that was yeah, that was a fun game. That was a quick 2-handed game here. We had to like gun on Mojo quickly because he was gonna deck out again here this next turn. Oh, I forgot. He should have decked out because Deadpool ended his turn in hero form when he passed over Spider-Man. So we should have discarded the top 4 cards, add 3 more threats to Deadpool. When Deadpool flips off, we would add all that threat to the main scheme. Yeah, so Mojo would have decked out again. He would have gotten another third Celebration token here. We would have done this, shuffled that all back in, and then flip this back over to this side. And then at start 3 of the villain phase is whenever we get the last one, the Gamma Mojo. So luckily we still had it on the one where we do damage during the player phase here. That wouldn't change anything, but yeah, we would add more on the main scheme. It would have been up to 42, right? Yeah, 42. Let's clean this up a little bit. 42 threat out of 50. Definitely glad I did not have to torque that off because it ain't over though. Increase it by 2 for each acceleration, so it would have been 56. So we had a decent amount of breathing room, but yeah, that was a fun thematic game here with Deadman and Spider-Pool, and truly, with the Freaky Friday swap, it feels like Spider-Man just kind of played support here, like in Deadpool's body, and this guy right here just did so much damage, swing web kick, and like he just popped off for like a huge turn here to take out Mojo with the triple swing web kicks with the bandolier thing, giving him the +1 attack. That was pretty awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much to Pumpkin Knight for this custom gameplay request. It was a fun and quick 2-handed game here against Mojo, taking him down super quickly. Wawa Mojo helped us out, giving extra damage so we could really make that big push. But yeah, thanks so much for your support. I hope you guys all liked this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.